Some say that the car is dead, that the future is a beige, soulless pod that trundles you from your minimalist box home to your open-plan office, and that the thrill of driving is a relic of a bygone, irresponsible age. Well, I say, rubbish. The car is more alive, more innovative, and more utterly brilliant than it has ever been. It's not just about getting from A to B anymore. It's about how you feel on the journey. It's about the engineering, the passion, the sheer bloody-mindedness of people who look at the laws of physics and say, I think we can do better. And to prove that point, we have assembled a list. Not just any list, but a definitive countdown of 10 machines that aren't just cars. They are statements. They represent the absolute pinnacle of what is possible on four wheels right now, from the humble workhorse that moves the entire planet to the multi-million-pound hyperbeasts that tear a hole in the space-time continuum. These are the cars that define their class, that set the benchmarks, and that in some cases completely rewrite the rulebook. So get comfortable, because over the next few minutes we're going to count down the 10 cars that are, quite simply, on another level. We'll journey from the sensible to the sublime, from the practical to the preposterous. Forget what you think you know about motoring. This is the state of the art, the best of the best. This is the ultimate showcase of automotive genius. Let's begin. Right, let's start with something you might not expect on a list of cars that are on another level. The Toyota Corolla. I can hear you now, Clarkson. Have you gone soft? It's a minicab. But you'd also be missing the point entirely. This isn't just a car, it's a global phenomenon. There is a very good reason for that. It just works. Always. The Corolla is the best-selling car in history. More than 50 million have found homes. In 2025, it's more relevant than ever. The Corolla's hybrid system is a common-sense solution. It is the foundation of the car world. So, yes, it's number 10. Without it, the rest couldn't exist. Now we move from the world's car to the world's favorite good car, the BMW 3 Series. For decades, if a car company wanted to prove it could build a proper sports saloon, this was the car it had to beat. The 3 Series is the quintessential BMW, a perfectly balanced rear-wheel drive machine. It somehow manages to be a comfortable family car during the week and a genuine sports car at the weekend. The secret is in the chassis. BMW's engineers have an almost supernatural ability to make a car feel connected to the road. But the sweet spot, the one that truly defines the range, is the M340i. It has a glorious straight-six engine. It is the standard setter, the yardstick by which all other compact executive saloons are measured. If the 3 Series is about the thrill of the drive, our number 8 is about the complete and utter absence of it. This is the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, and its mission in life is to completely isolate you from the grubby, noisy, uncomfortable outside world. It is less a car and more a mobile sensory deprivation tank, a first-class lounge that just happens to have wheels. For decades, the S-Class has been the answer to the question, what is the best car in the world? The magic lies in how it moves, or rather how it seems to not move at all. It glides, it floats, it wafts. With things like e-active body control, it scans the road ahead and prepares the suspension for bumps before you even hit them. The result is a ride quality so serene, so utterly unperturbed by potholes and imperfections, that it feels like sorcery. Inside, it's less of a car cabin and more of a tech billionaire's minimalist apartment. Giant screens, beautiful ambient lighting. The driver assistance systems are so advanced that the car can practically drive itself on the motorway. It's a preview of the future, delivered today. The S-Class has always been the pioneer. It is the flagship not just for Mercedes, but for the entire automotive industry. It's not a car you drive, it's a car you experience. Sublime, tranquil, and unbelievably comfortable experience. Right, enough wafting. It's time for some proper, raw, unfiltered driving pleasure. And well, for that we must turn to this, the Porsche 911 GT3. In an age of turbochargers, hybrid systems, and electronic trickery, the GT3 is a glorious, defiant dinosaur. It is an ode to the art of driving, a car built not to win a numbers game on a spreadsheet, but to plaster a massive, childish grin across your face. Its secret weapon? A naturally aspirated engine. This is important. While everyone else is using turbos to force more power out of smaller engines, Porsche's GT department has stubbornly stuck with a 4-litre flat-six engine that has to work for its power. It doesn't give you a huge lump of torque low down, it makes you chase the red line. And what a red line it is! 9,000 RPM. The noise it makes as it screams its way up there is not just a sound, it's an event. It's a hard-edged mechanical symphony that vibrates through your spine. It is, quite simply, one of the greatest noises in the automotive world. But it's not just about the engine. The GT3 is a masterclass in chassis tuning. The steering is so full of feel, it's like you can feel the texture of the tarmac through your fingertips. The downforce from that enormous swan neck rear wing isn't just for show, it pins the car to the road, giving you the confidence to push harder and harder on a racetrack. This is why the 911, and the GT3 in particular, remains the undisputed benchmark for sports cars. It's the perfect blend of usability and track day lunacy. You could genuinely drive it to the shops, and then drive it to the Nürburgring and set a blistering lap time. It's a precision instrument, a scalpel in a world of sledgehammers. It's a car for people who don't just like cars, but who love the very act of driving. And for that, it is a masterpiece. Now for something completely different. A car with no engine, no gears, and no noise. Well, almost no noise. This is the Tesla Model S Plaid, and it represents a fundamental shift in the concept of performance. For a century, speed was a product of noise, fire, and mechanical violence. The Plaid proves that it doesn't have to be. It proves that the most devastating performance on the planet can be silent, seamless, and utterly brutally efficient. The numbers are just silly. It has 3 electric motors producing over 1,000 horsepower. That allows this 5-seat family saloon to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds. Let me say that again. Under 2 seconds. That's faster than a Formula One car. It's faster than gravity. When you floor it, it doesn't just push you back in your seat. It feels like it's trying to rearrange your internal organs. But it's not a one-trick pony. This is still a practical, usable car. It has a huge boot, a massive touchscreen that controls everything, and you can get over-the-air updates that literally make your car better while you sleep. One morning you might wake up and find it has a new feature, or it's slightly faster than it was the day before. It's more like a piece of consumer electronics than a traditional car, and it's constantly evolving. The Plaid is on this list because it has completely redefined the performance landscape. It has made hypercar-beating acceleration accessible, reliable, and almost comically easy to deploy. You just point it, press the pedal, and disappear. For sheer mind-bending straight-line shock and awe, nothing else comes close. It is the new king of the traffic light Grand Prix. For years we've been told the age of the flamboyant fire-breathing supercar is over. That electrification would mean the end of drama noise soul. And then, Lamborghini unveiled this, the Revuelto. They told the world, don't worry, we've got this. This isn't just a hybrid, it's a Lamborghini hybrid, completely and utterly mad. It turns the recipe up to 11. At its heart, it still has what makes a Lamborghini, a massive, naturally aspirated V12. But now it's joined by 3 electric motors, 2 at the front, 1 integrated into the gearbox at the back. The result? Over 1,000 horsepower. It's the first ever all-wheel drive Lamborghini where the front wheels are driven only by electricity. This allows genuine torque vectoring. Impossibly agile. This isn't a hybrid system designed for saving the planet. Oh no! This is a hybrid system designed for performance. The electric motors fill in the gaps in the V12 torque curve, providing instant savage acceleration from a standstill. It allows pure electric mode for a few miles. So you can, sneak out of your neighborhood without waking everyone up. But then, when you get to the open road and awaken that V12, my word, it's the classic Lamborghini scream, a high RPM shriek that signifies the arrival of something truly special. The Revuelto is the poster car for a new generation. It proves electrification doesn't have to be boring. It can be used to enhance the drama, sharpen the handling, make the experience even more intense. It's a bridge between the glorious analog past and the electrified future. It's a V12 bull, but now it's been struck by lightning. And the result is spectacular. Ferrari. The name itself conjures images of screaming V12's Rosso Corsa paint, but this car, the 296 GTB, is different. A new, more thoughtful Ferrari. It doesn't have a V8 or a V12, it has a V6. A V6, mid-engined Ferrari. Sacrilege, some cried. But they were wrong, this isn't just any V6. Ferrari's engineers call it the Piccolo V12, the little V12. And they're not wrong. 3-liter twin-turbo V6, 120-degree bank angle. It sings at a higher pitch than a normal V6. It revs to 8,500 revolutions per minute. It genuinely sounds like a downsized V12, a work of art. Sandwiched between the engine and gearbox, an electric motor. Together, 819 horsepower, shorter, lighter, more compact than the V8 predecessors. Impossibly nimble and agile, not blunt force trauma, but delicacy and precision. Lightning-quick steering. A chassis so balanced, so communicative. Hybrid used brilliantly. Instant torque fill, no turbo lag. Put your foot down, immediate response. Power builds in a clean linear wave to the red line. The 296 GTB, the purist's modern Ferrari. Feels small, feels light, utterly connected to the driver. A return to Ferrari's core values. A beautiful engine, a sublime chassis, an emotional driving experience. Downsizing and hybridization can be more fun. The most beautiful, best driving Ferrari from Maranello in years. A true masterpiece. Well, we now leave the world of sports cars and hypercars and enter a different realm altogether. A realm where the normal rules of physics are merely suggestions. This is the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport. It is not really a car, it is a monument to engineering excess. Its purpose in life is simple: to be the fastest, most luxurious, most exclusive thing on 4 wheels. The heart of this magnificent beast is the engine. And what an engine it is! 8 litres, 16 cylinders arranged in a W formation, 4 turbochargers, 1,578 horsepower, a tidal wave of torque available almost everywhere. It feels like it's bending the planet's rotation to its will. The sound is a deep, thunderous roar, like a jet engine in a volcano. But the power is only half the story. This is not a stripped-out racing car. It is an exquisitely crafted luxury Grand Tourer. Interior, a work of art, fashioned from the finest leather carbon fiber polished aluminium. It's quiet, it's comfortable. Easy to drive around town like a Volkswagen Golf. Only when you find a very, very long straight road and insert the top speed key does its true character wake up. Long-tail bodywork slicing through the air at speeds north of 270 miles per hour, the absolute pinnacle of the internal combustion era. A car so powerful, so fast, and so opulently crafted it beggars belief. A rolling piece of haute couture, a land-based private jet, the Concorde of the road. It exists on a level of engineering and luxury untouchable by almost anyone else. If the Bugatti is the product of a giant corporation's limitless budget, this is the product of one man's obsessive, borderline insane genius. This is the Koenigsegg Jesko. Christian von Koenigsegg is a man who doesn't just think outside the box, he doesn't believe the box even exists. His cars are a showcase of engineering solutions so clever and so unorthodox, they make everyone else look like they're playing with Lego. The Jesko is his magnum opus. The Jesko has a twin-turbo V8 on E85 biofuel, 1,600 horsepower, 8,500 revolutions per minute. But the engine is almost the least interesting part. The real headline is the gearbox. It's called the Lightspeed transmission, LST 9 speeds, 7 clutches, no flywheel, 90 kilograms. Its party trick? Jump from any gear to any other, almost instantaneously. You can be in 7th gear, pull the paddle, and you are instantly in 4th. No need to go through 6th and 5th. It's a complete game changer. Then there's the aerodynamics. That enormous rear wing, the massive front splitter, the active flaps. This car is designed to generate over 1,000 kilograms of downforce. At speed, it is literally being pushed into the road with the weight of another car. This isn't just for show. This is for ultimate track performance and high-speed stability. Carbon fiber, obsessive weight saving, mind-bending innovation. Jesko Attack, Jesko Absolute. Attack, maximum downforce and track domination. Absolute, theoretical top speed well north of 300 miles per hour. It represents the absolute bleeding edge of mechanical engineering. It's a car born not from market research, but from a relentless, obsessive pursuit of perfection and speed. It is a testament to what a small team of brilliant, slightly mad Swedes can achieve. It's less of a car and more of a science experiment on wheels. And it is utterly, breathtakingly brilliant. And so we arrive at number 1, the car that is not just on another level but is playing an entirely different game on a different planet. It is the Rimac Nevera. It is without a shadow of a doubt the most advanced, most capable, and the most significant hypercar in the world today. It takes the silent but violent potential shown by Tesla and elevates it to a level of dynamic ability that is simply science fiction. This is the future, and it is devastatingly fast. The Nevera has no engine. It has 4 of them, one for each wheel: motor 1, motor 2, motor 3, motor 4. Each motor is controlled individually by a computer system that makes 1,000 calculations a second. This isn't just all-wheel drive, it's all-wheel torque vectoring. The car decides, millisecond by millisecond, how much power to send to each tire. Going into a corner too fast, it will brake the inside wheels and accelerate the outside ones to pull you through. Want to do a perfect smoky drift? The car will manage the power to hold it for you. It's like having a driving god as your co-pilot. The numbers are simply idiotic. 1,914 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 1.74 seconds. Fastest accelerating production car. Fastest braking production car. 23 performance records in a single day. The acceleration doesn't tail off. It just keeps pulling to a top speed of 258 miles per hour. It is a complete and total recalibration of what we thought was possible for a road car. The Nevera is number 1 because it does more than just go fast in a straight line. It represents the next evolutionary leap. Electric power for brutal acceleration and surgical dynamic control. Unlike clumsy ice differentials and drive shafts, a technological tour de force, a vision of the future made real. It is the new benchmark, the new king, the car that is truly and in every sense on another level. So there you have it, 10 cars, 10 different philosophies, 10 examples of sheer, unadulterated brilliance. From the humble Corolla that keeps the world moving, to the mind-bending Rimac that redefines what movement even means. We've seen that the passion, the ingenuity, and the sheer bloody-minded obsession that creates great cars is not just alive and well, it's thriving. The game has changed, but the players have simply raised their standards to an astonishing new height. Does this mean you should rush out and buy a 1,900 horsepower electric hypercar? Of course not, you'd be a lunatic. The point of these machines, the point of this list, is to celebrate the pinnacle. They are the dreamers, the pioneers, the ones that push the boundaries so that eventually little bits of their genius can trickle down into the car that you and I drive every day. They are the reason the future of the car is not beige and boring, but exciting and full of possibilities. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. The debate will rage on, of course. You'll think my list is wrong, that I've missed something obvious, or that I'm an idiot for putting a Toyota on it. And that's fine. Because as long as we're arguing about cars, as long as we care this much, the spirit of the automobile will never, ever die. Thank you for watching. Good night.